Hello students, welcome to Spectra Education Academy. In this video, I am going to explain the concept of linear momentum and the equations related to linear momentum. Okay, first linear momentum. So it is the ability or tendency of a body to impart motion to the other body mathematically momentum can be defined as momentum. So it is the linear momentum can be defined as the product of mass of the body and its velocity. So it can be expressed as a P is equal to mass into velocity. So since velocity is a vector quantity, momentum is a vector quantity. So it is a vector quantity. Next. So P is equal to m. Let us try to write unit for it. Kg, mass is measured in kg. Velocity is measured in meter per second. So kg meter per second is the unit. So there is another unit. It for momentum is Newton second. So this how this Newton comes. So we'll discuss that in the next topic. Now let us try to write dimensional formula for it. Kg refers to mass, meter refers to length, second refers to time. Then if a body starting from rest, it's a linear momentum is zero. The first point. Second point, suppose a body moving with velocity, with initial velocity u. If it attains the final velocity, of course without applying force, there is no question for the body to attain final velocity. We'll discuss that later. If it attains final velocity v, then change in the momentum delta p is equal to mv minus mu. So mu is initial momentum, mv is final momentum. Next, suppose a ball of mass m moving with the velocity, initial velocity, u, hitting a bat, or you can say hitting a bat or a wall normal to it. Suppose let us say this is the ball moving with initial velocity and coming back with the same velocity in opposite direction. So you can say magnitude of initial velocity is equal to final velocity, but opposite in direction. Then change in the momentum, delta P is equal to mv minus, so since direction is negative, so therefore this is going to be minus mu. Suppose if v equal to u, you will get it is 2 mv. Magnitude of v and u same but opposite in direction. So this is a change in momentum. So there will be numerical on this step. There will also be numerical on this step. Next, suppose a ball of mass m moving with the initial velocity, u hitting a wall at an angle theta with normal drawn to the wall. If it rebounds with the same velocity, in opposite at the same angle of incidence, same velocity at the same angle of incidence. Then, so let us try to understand this sentence with the help of diagram. Let us say this is the wall. So this is the normal drawn onto the wall. Ball hitting the wall with initial velocity u at an angle theta. So it is moving back with the same angle with velocity v. So there will be resolution here for u along the normal. So this will be u cos theta. Sorry, this will be u sin theta. Because if this is theta, this will be opposite. So this will be u sin theta. Then for v also, there will be v sin theta. Because this will be the opposite. So opposite represents sin theta. Then change in the momentum. Delta P is equal to mv minus mu. This is the basic formula. But v is termed as v sin theta. V sin theta is opposite to u sin theta. If u is equal to v given in opposite direction, magnitude same, so then you will get a 2 mv sin theta. So there might be a numerical even on this. Next, this is one of the application. Let us move to the next application. A ball of mass m is allowed to fall or to hit the ground dropped from a height h1 after rebounds it goes to a height h2, then change in the momentum of the ball. So try to understand the sentence with the help of diagram. Let us say this is the ball allowed to fall freely. So this is the path along which it moves. Let us say hitting the ground, allowed to fall from a height h1, initial velocity 0. Assume that at the time of hitting, at the time it hits the ground, it is going to acquire final velocity u1. After hitting, actually it goes along the same path. For the sake of understanding, let us take a ball here going upwards and covering a height h2. Final velocity will be 0, but it starts with velocity v1. Now, first let us write change in the momentum as mv minus mu. Since u1 and v1 are in opposite direction, let us write this as mv1 minus of minus mu1. So let us make use of equation of motion v square minus u square equal to 2as. For the separation of h1, u is 0, but final velocity is u1 is equal to, since coming downward, moving under gravity, minus g, and even h1 also negative. So therefore u1 will be equal to 2g h1 root. Similarly, while going upwards for the separation of h2, final velocity is 0, initial velocity is v1, going upwards, moving under gravity, and it is going to be h2 positive. So minus minus cancel. So v1 is equal to, we will get a 2g h2. Now the change in momentum is delta p is equal to mv1. In place of v1, we have to write a 2g h2. Minus of minus will become plus. So this is going to be m of 2g h1. We can take out common m. So you'll get a 2g h2 plus 2g h1. Next. In case of projectile motion also, there are few more applications. We can also discuss that when does a body gets change in the momentum, and numericals based on this equation I will discuss in my next video. Thank you very much for watching my video, but don't forget to share and subscribe with your friends and relatives.